Hi, I'm Amelia, and welcome to Rise at Work. I have to confess, this is not my real voice. As an executive at a Fortune 500 company, I prefer to keep my identity private so I can be 100% honest and share valuable lessons with you today. And before we start, a quick disclaimer. This video is simply about my personal journey and what worked for me. I am not suggesting that anyone should leave their current job or make any drastic changes. Every person's situation is different, and what worked for me may not be right for everyone. If you're watching this, you might be feeling stuck at work, or maybe you are contemplating starting over. And if by any chance you're convinced that without the right degree, experience, or connections, you're doomed to stay where you are, well, I know exactly how that feels because I was there too. But let me tell you something. It's never too late. At 40, I was a cook, earning minimum wage, going through a painful divorce, and convinced I had no professional market value because I never finished college. I had spent years in the kitchen, working long hours, feeling like I was stuck in a cycle I could never break. But deep down, I knew I was meant for more. I had to find a way. So I took a huge risk. I left my job and stepped into an entirely new world, technology. With no experience and no connections, I started small. I worked for NGOs and very small projects, taking entry-level jobs just to learn. I found positions at startups where I could gain experience quickly. Every single move was intentional, strategic, and patient. It took me 4 years before I finally landed my first corporate job as a tech consultant. Today, I'm an executive director at a Fortune 500 company. Here are the 5 biggest takeaways that helped me reinvent myself professionally. Lesson 1. Master your ego and embrace humility. When you're 40, you already have years of experience and soft skills. Starting over means being the least knowledgeable person in the room again. It's not easy to take orders when you're used to being the expert in your previous field, but if you want to reinvent yourself, you have to accept that this is a long-term investment. The focus should be on learning, not on proving what you already know. Lesson 2. Be fully convinced this is the best path for your future. Some people will tell you that you're making a mistake. They could call you irresponsible, especially those who fear change themselves. When I left my old life behind, I had to distance myself from people who told me I couldn't do it. They wanted me to settle, to find security in someone else instead of building my own future. It was hard. It was lonely at times. But looking back, it was the best decision I ever made. Lesson 3. Let your work speak for you. Every job I took, I focused on doing my best job, not complaining, not getting involved in office politics, and never playing the victim. I stayed focused, kept my head down like a racehorse, and made sure my bosses saw my work. If you want to be taken seriously in a new field, you need to build a reputation for excellence. Lesson 4. Study the people in high positions. If you want to reach executive levels, watch how the people in those roles operate. It's easy to criticize leaders, but the truth is, they take on huge responsibilities. They don't get there just by being nice or working hard. They think like business owners. They make decisions based on what's best for the company, not just for their team. Learning this changed everything for me. Lesson 5. Know when to leave. No matter the industry, knowing when to move on is key. Every job has a ceiling for what it can teach you, and you have to recognize when you've outgrown it. But career moves should be strategic. I never recommend jumping to a new job just for a slightly better paycheck. Make sure each move aligns with your long-term vision and personal needs. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this. You can start over. You can build the career you want, no matter your age. It won't be easy. Actually, it could be really challenging, but it could also be worth it. If this story resonated with you, check out the books I've linked in the description. They helped me along my journey, and I hope they help you too. And if you're on this path, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.